Hi developers, my name is Ashraf Benalaya and today we are going to start a new course. Today we are going to talk about Terraform and Microsoft Azure. So, what is Terraform? Terraform is the perfect tool now for building infrastructure as code. It is the process of managing infrastructure in a file or files rather than manually configuring resources in a user interface. What I mean by that, and later we are going to have a demo to explain this. So, think that you are going to build a couple of virtual machines, a couple of virtual networks, a couple of resource groups, and other resources in a subscription, and you are going to do that in another subscription. You are going to the portal, you are going to create each time, let me build a new virtual machine, let me build a virtual network, let me build another resource. So it's a big waste of time and there is no track for that. Today, with a single file or a couple of files created by Terraform, you can build that by a single command, and you are going to see that later. So Terraform is a stateful application. What that means is that keep track of everything it builds in your cloud environment. There is a JSON file when you can see all the resources that you have created. You can create them again and even you can destroy them, and we will see that. So in our demo we are going to use Microsoft Azure. We are going to use Terraform to create a resource group. We are going to see that. Later we are going to destroy that resource group. By that I mean delete it. Not from the portal, as I said, it's always from Terraform. Later we are going to build a Linux virtual machine with virtual network, etc. using Terraform. We are going to create it and destroy it. So follow me. So as you can see here, I am inside the portal of Microsoft Azure. And inside my account I have a couple of subscriptions, as you can see. Now I need the first thing to do is to choose the right subscription where I'm going to do the demo, and later I'm going to do the demo. So let's start. First we are going to use PowerShell. So we are going to use the power of the Cloud Shell by clicking here. As you can see here, we have PowerShell. Cool. So we are authenticating to Azure now. Cool. So first thing to do is AZ show account show. Okay, you can see my account, but now let me copy this. I have a couple of subscriptions and I need to choose which subscription I'm going to work on it. This is really important. If you have an account or your company account and a testing account or a testing subscription, you should always test on the demo or the test subscription. Okay, let me choose this. Okay, account set subscription. Okay. Yes. Like that. Cool. Now we are working on the right subscription. Next, we are going to go to our cloud drive, which is this folder here, to create our Terraform files. So we go to cd cloud drive Next thing is we are going to create a folder there, cloud demo live. So here if you go, we are going to see this folder that we have created, cloud demo live, right now. Okay, we need to go to that folder, and now we are going to type code demo.tf. .tf, what I mean by .tf is Terraform file. We are going to create a Terraform file. Okay, when you create a file, it will be opened here since we typed code. Here I'm going to copy paste a couple of lines, a Terraform definition. Okay, as you can see here, this is the Terraform file. So we need to describe what are we going to do inside our code. Here you need to define the provider, as you can see here, Azure. And next we are going to define the resources that we are going to create. So as you can see here, I'm going to create a resource inside the resource groups, and its name is going to be demo rj. Let me change this to live demo on portal. Cool. And the location here you can change it. I'm choosing France Central for me. So we should click Ctrl S and Ctrl Q to close that. Cool. Now, as we do to initialize a GitHub repo, we click or we type git init. Here we are going to initialize Terraform. So we should type Terraform init, and we are going to see how we are going to initialize the backend here. So it's going to download a couple of things and install a couple of things. Cool. Terraform has been successfully initialized. Now we clear this. Next thing is, now we are going to type Terraform plan out demo tf plan. Now we are going to launch the plan, and the out file is going to show us what are we going to build. This line or this command is not going to execute our code, but it's going to initialize the plan so we can see it. Maybe later we are going to change it. Let me start this. It may take a couple of time. We should wait. Okay. Okay. Everything is fine. An execution plan has been generated and is shown below. As you can see, we have a resource group, and later it will have an ID when we are going to apply this. The location is going to be in France Central, and the name is going to be live demo portal. So we have one add to the plan, and we are not changing anything, and we are not destroying or deleting anything. So to run this plan, we need to type Terraform apply demo tf plan. We are going to copy that and paste it. Let me clear the screen first. Okay. Now we are going to execute the plan, which is going to create the resource group. Let me run this. As usual, it's going to take a couple of seconds, maybe couple of minutes. We should wait. Okay, cool. So apply complete, and we have a new file. It's written. Let us see if the group has been created. I just forgot the name of the group, so let me go back here. It's live demo portal. Let me see if it exists. Let me close this and paste the name here. Okay, now we have a resource group created, and this is its ID, and also it's inside the resource groups. Let's go to the portal here, and we go to resource groups, and let's find live demo portal. As you can see, it have been created and it's empty. Cool. Now we are going to see how to delete that. Of course, you are going to tell me like, this is easy. This is a resource group. I can go create it, but think like you are going to create 10 or 20 resource group inside 2, 3 or couple of subscription. You are going to waste a lot of time if you are going to do that manually from the portal. Now, how to delete that resource group, or how to delete that plan? So we are going to copy this command. So Terraform plan destroy the demo TF plan. What are we going to do? I'm going to destroy that plan. That plan I have created, I'm going to destroy it. So let me first initialize this to see what I am going to destroy, and later as the creation we are going to apply the destroy plan. Let's wait a couple of seconds. Cool. Here we have this resource group that we are going to destroy or delete. As you can see, this red flag, this resource group will be destroyed. Cool. So to perform exactly this action, you should run the following command. So let's copy this. Let's clear the screen. Let's paste. And let's apply that plan. Let's destroy that resource group. Okay, we should wait a bit. Okay, it's running, it's destroying that resource group, this one, live demo portal. It is still destroying. "20 seconds passed. Okay. So as you can see here, the apply complete, and there is one resource destroyed. Now if we tap, as it let me copy this. So if we are going to see if that resource group still exists, we can use the portal or use a command. So exit group show that resource group, and there is no resource group that is called live demo portal. Now let's go to the portal. Okay, if we click here, the resource not found, it has been deleted. Cool. Now what are we going to do is we are going to build a Linux virtual machine, and we are going to try to connect to that virtual machine, and later we are going to destroy it. For that, I already have prepared a file that contains all the configuration of the Terraform file. I'm going to execute the plan, run it, use the virtual machine, and later destroy it. I'm going to explain some of that Terraform file, and inside my blog, which is ashrafbenalaya.com, you will see a blog post that will contain a definition of each part of the file, and exactly what are we going to build today. So let me start by bringing that file. So as you can see here, this is the file that I have prepared for the demo about the Linux virtual machine. As we start always, here we have the provider, Azure. Terraform can be used with Azure or Amazon, or maybe also Google. So here we are going to create a resource group that contain a resource group called demo resource group inside France Central, and we are going to add a tag Terraform demo. Now inside that resource group, we are going to create a virtual network that have an address space like that, and it's in the same location, and we are going to put that Azure virtual network inside that resource group name. So to have that resource group name, we are not going to type it, but here we should write resource group name equal Azure resource group dot my Terraform group here from the definition dot name, which is demo rg, and we are going to tag it too. It's cool to tag your resources, so later you can search by tag. Here we are going to create a subnet network, and we are going to give it a name inside that same resource group name. Also, we are going to create a public IP address, and it's always in the same location and the same resource group. We are going to create a network security group to rule. We are going to use SSH. Also, it's in the same tag. We are going to create a network interface, and we are going to connect the security group to the network interface. And here we are going to use also create a storage account, and we need that storage account to have a diagnostic about the boot of our virtual machine. And later here we are going to create a virtual machine by giving it a name, a location, the resource group, the interface ID, the size. You are going to add create a disk here, and it's going to be premium. And here we are going to use to set the source of the image, the version 2, and you are going to give that virtual machine a name. This is the admin username and admin password. Cool. Now this is the file that we are going to use to create our resources. Let me explain one more time, and later inside the blog we are going to have an explanation for each part of this Terraform file. Now let me just explain this. What if your boss asks you to create inside 2 subscription or 3 subscription this? You are going to create a virtual network, you are going to create a resource group, you are going to create a subnet, an IP address, a network security group, an interface, a storage account for the boot, diagnostic, and later the virtual machine. It's like 5 or 6 steps. From the portal you are going to click, and you are going to do this inside the first subscription, let's say it's the dev subscription, the second subscription which is the demo, maybe another third subscription, the pre-demo. It's a waste of time. You're going to waste a lot of time. So with this single file, you can create everything, you can change everything, and you can delete everything. So let's go back to the portal and create this machine. So again, we are inside our drive folder. Here we are going to create a new folder, Linux project. Okay, let's go to that project. Cool. Now we are going to create the Terraform file. So cool, we have our file here. Let's copy this configuration. Let's paste it here. Let's save it and close it. Cool. Now, as usual, we are going to paste Terraform in it. We should wait a couple of seconds. Later, to execute the plan and execute it faster, I'm going to pause the video because here we are creating a lot of resources. I will show you just the success message. As I said earlier, inside the blog post you will find everything. Now let's execute that plan that we have created. Let's run this. I will just pause the video till this will be initialized, so we do not waste a lot of time. Cool. Wow, this was created faster than I thought. So here we have the plan. Let me scroll up. So here the plan that we have created. If you do not use out, you will not see this plan. So here we have the virtual machine that we have. We are going to create the disk, the boot diagnostics, the source image, the network interface, and everything that we have created or defined inside our Terraform file. Now to run this, we should, as usual, use Terraform apply that TF plan. Let me clear this and paste it, and this will take some time. So as you can see here, the apply have been completed. Now let's go to our source group. As you can see here, our resource group and a virtual machine have been created. Now we need to see that virtual machine. As you can see, this is our virtual machine and this is its virtual machine IP address. Now we need to connect via SSH. So what I'm going to do is copy this. I'm going to use the portal here. To connect. Yes. Okay, now we need to provide the password. As you can remember, the password we have created inside the file. So if you go back here, we can find the password right here. Paste, enter, and you can see that now we are connected to our virtual machine and we can work on that virtual machine. So with this file we have created so fast a couple of resources that can be deployed in a different subscription at the same time using this file. Now what if you have been requested to delete all these resources at the same time from a couple of subscription? What we need to do now is to go, let me close this. Okay, cool. We are going to that folder and we are going to destroy that plan that we have created. So let me go to that folder. Okay, so Terraform plan destroy that plan. So this is what our plan contain: a storage account, a network security group, an interface, a disk, public IP address, a virtual machine, and a virtual network. Think about it again. You are going to, if you are going to create this by clicks, you are going to have like more than 20 clicks maybe each time. So here we are creating the plan of delete. Later we are going, okay, so here it would tell you that all these plans, all these resources are going to be destroyed. Yes, we need them to be destroyed. Let me clear the screen first. Please destroy or delete all these resources. If we refresh here, you will see that the resources will be deleted one by one. Okay, it may take a couple of seconds. Okay, destroying. Okay, there is something that have been destroyed already. Maybe I need to pause the video. Now, as you can see, the apply have been completed and 10 resources have been destroyed. If we go back here and click refresh, we will see that all the resources have been destroyed, and if you click here we will find that the resource not found, and we will not find it later. Cool. Now we have seen how to create Terraform file, how to initialize Terraform, how to create resources, and inside the blog post that we'll share with you below the video inside YouTube, I will explain each step. I will share all the source code of that file, and I will explain each step, and I think now we understand why Terraform is really helpful for us. It can really reduce the time that you are going to waste to create resources. Thank you, and next time we'll try to create maybe some advanced stuff with Terraform. We will see how to create file where we are going to do some changes and maybe not destroy things. So thank you and see you next time.